successfully. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
On the play. First down, Carolina.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the... line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run with Davis. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. They find some open field here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Haskins.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he's got this down to the 35.
10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
56 is the mic. Exit.
Haskins back to the air. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 36 yards.
And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, but now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
First down, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees.
First and 10.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Three tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. This is Love, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Nice love for the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Haskins now off the bootleg. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to fourth down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, Bridgewater. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Bridgewater on first down. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. 17-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
On the carry.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Love. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Watch it.
Here's Love. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Love, the ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Mike 56. Mike 56. We'll hold this.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Open man here, Sims complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
57's Mike. Mike 57. I'm here all day. Wide, get wide. You go.
They'll run for it with Love.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
10 at the 23-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Push him back. Mark 56. Mark 56. Here we go.
They go play action with Haskins. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Dontrell Inman, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
24. Panthers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
55 mark, 55. Defense wins championships, baby.
They'll run with Davis. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They go play action. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 37. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
56 to Mike, boy, 56.
Second down, Bridgewater. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, and it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
20-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Set.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Shifts free at the 15 and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
At the 7-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Here we go, G, get off the field.
Throwing, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Come on now. 56 to Mike.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
DJ Moore. Touchdown.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Washington 24. Panthers 14.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
The kick is.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they maybe given up momentum.
14.
And not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Bridgewater. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Second and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
And again, it's Bridgewater. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
56 is the mark. Hey, watch the lane.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Mike 56.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the slant.
On play action, Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll run on first down. Love. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Watch your slack. Watch your slack. Watch your slack. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Gonna give it to Love. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from a yard out. And Washington going to add on to their lead. But look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Bridgewater. Being chased out left.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Bridgewater again. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Roberts. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The tackle for loss goes to Matthew Ioannidis. Really nice play.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Third down.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
On first down, it's Gibson.
Jeremy Chin there defensively.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, let's get in that hole.
On the carry, it's Love. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
A yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Bandit. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he works free. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
at their own 41-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's McCaffrey. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Bridgewater now from the 50. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
Complete to
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
It's a gain of 3.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Reuben Foster, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. He's going to look deep for more. And this is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Turnover on downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Your track. Kill.
A carry for Barber. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd down, here's Haskins.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
1st and 10.
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Bridgewater. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Running is Barber. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's brought down by...
Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to... 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
On 2nd down now, it's Love, and he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down, stopped at the Panthers' 25. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd down, Love. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
18-yard line.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check 56.
Here's Love again. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Barber on 1st and 10. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Everyone got four down. 56 a month, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And they will take a knee here. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Washington football team as we say so long from FedEx Field.